Buddy, good morning and welcome to another weekly live stream from Scalar Learning. A lot of you guys took your SAT just recently. I hope it went well for you guys and I hope you gained a lot of valuable information from my channel. If you have any feedback or comments for me after taking the test, please send it my way. I'll do a quick sound check and make sure we're good here and make sure it's picking it up.
Have any feedback?
And we're good. All right. Anyways, summer is around the corner. Most of my students that I work with all year long, we're having our final sessions this week for the end of the school year. And now I'm beginning to get summer clients, people who want to come to me for enrichment or preparation for next year or standardized test preparation. Definitely if you got an SAT or an IC or what have you coming up next year or at the beginning of the school year, you should definitely get on that right away. I know that sucks because you want school to be over and you want to have some free time. Maybe take a week or two off, but then I would jump right back on it and get into it while your brain is still in that learning mode. It wouldn't take too much time off. All right, without further ado, let's jump back into SAT Khan Academy problems. By the way, if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get weekly updates and weekly live streams and all the other good content like the last music video, Imaginary Numbers, that was just released. We got another one coming out next week, all about sequences. And if you like the video, please click the like button. Here we go. The effect of tailgate position on fuel consumption. Okay, tailgate's halfway up, tailgate down. The table above shows the results of a controlled experiment designed to determine the effect of tailgate position on the fuel consumption of a pickup truck. Based on the results of this experiment, which conclusion is not valid? The truck needed the least fuel to travel a set distance when its tailgate was all the way up. Tailgate all the way up. Needed the least fuel. Hold on, let's see. So the tailgate's all the way up here and needed 1.25. It did need the least fuel when the tailgate's all the way up to travel a set distance. Oh no, wait. Yes. So that one's fine. The truck needed the most fuel to travel a set distance when its tailgate was all the way down. Yes. There is an association between the truck's tailgate position and the amount of fuel needed to travel a set distance. It looks like that's the case. A truck driver who drives with the tailgate up will spend less money on fuel than when the truck driver drives with the tailgate down. That's the one that's fishy to me. I'm feeling like this is my answer. The reason why is because it doesn't mention distance, and everything else does. It talks about a set distance, which puts it in this category. I think that we don't know the amount of money. I mean, it seems reasonable that if they drive with the tailgate up, they'll spend less money because they're going to use less fuel. If you use less fuel, you spend less money. And let me see if there's anything else I missed. It could also be C. So let's see. That's one truck becoming the truck's tailgate position and the amount of fuel needed. I do think there is an association. I'm going to go with this. Let's see what's up. Okay. It's correct. And yeah, okay, so it's just as they say they didn't measure how much money. I mean, it's a reasonable conclusion, I still think, to make that jump, but yeah. Truck driver who drives with the tailgate, this final conclusion assumes an association outside. So it's just a little stretch, but it wasn't like a crazy conclusion. An ecologist measured the population of brown bears in a North American region and the number of deforested acres in the same region. Brown bears to deforested acres. The study concluded that as the population of brown bears steadily decreased, the deforested acres steadily increased. Okay. All right, so which conclusion is valid? Okay, I'm assuming that the more areas deforested, the probably less easy it is for bears to survive, so population dwindled. The increase in the number of deforested acres in North America caused a decrease in brown bear population. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch, but it's just assuming too many things, but let's keep that. The decrease in brown bear population caused the increase. No, this is ridiculous. B is out, so let's cross off B. There is no evidence of an association between the brown bear population levels and the number of deforested acres. I'm almost going to cancel this, because it sounds like there is some evidence. I mean, I feel like there just has to be an association. Maybe not given here. I don't know. Let me think. There is evidence of an association between the brown bear population levels in North American region and the number of deforested acres there in the years since 2000. That's probably the best, because it looks like there is an association. I can't say that A is like a little bit too strong. It probably is true, is my assumption. But I think it's just too, it's setting that causation, that this caused this. And I don't think we have enough data to know that. But I do think we can say that there's an association. I'm feeling like C is, I mean, this is this is an inverse relationship, right? It's inverse variation, right? Not direct variation, but it's an inverse relationship. As one goes up, one goes down. So I'm going to go with D. Let's see. Oops. Let's see what it says. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Question number 3. Graph to the left shows the results of a controlled experiment designed to determine how effective a new toothpaste is at preventing cavities. A researcher randomly selected 1,000 adults with comparable dental habits and assigned either experimental control group. 500 were asked to use the new toothpaste, the remaining 500 to continue using the normal toothpaste. Which conclusion is not valid? So the experimental group, so here, 400 out of 500 got no new cavities. So we could say 80%, and here it's 60%. So only 20% got cavities here, and here 40%, almost double. It's pretty crazy. So it's probably an association. There's an association between the participants brushing their teeth every day. Now, we didn't talk about every day because comparable dental habits. So A is out. There's an association between using the new toothpaste and not developing cavities. I'd say that's probably right. So we'll keep that. 400 members of the experimental group reported no new cavities during the study. Oh, sorry. We're looking at ones that are not valid. Excuse me. Let me undo this. Yeah, I'd say this. This is valid. I think this is valid because that's exactly what the graph shows. Members of the control group were more likely to develop cavities. It's probably valid, so I'm going to go with this. All right, cool. Question number 5. Got to read those instructions. I almost got that wrong. Estimated amount of time for solitary practice as a function of age. Adapted from the role of the, what? Oh, God. All right, in the famous study on the role of practice in the acquisition, blah, 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 for 4 entries. Based on the results, which conclusion is best supported by the data? Okay. Professionals, best experts, good experts, and lesser experts. Okay. And this is the amount of practice they did. So 10,000 hours. Professionals hit 10,000 hours. Oh, I see. So professionals are usually hitting 10,000 hours of practice by age 20. These guys, so these lesser experts are usually only hitting about 4,500 by age 20. So let's see what this says. A violinist who practices about 10,000 hours by the age of 20 will become a professional violinist. I mean, that's kind of what it's showing, but it's just such a will become. It's just so definitive. I don't like it, but that's kind of what the graph is showing. So I'm going to flag it and say I don't like it, but I'm not going to totally cross it off. By the age of 20, the best experts and professional violinists in the study had practiced more than twice as much as the least accomplished violinist. That's about right. So I like D. I mean, I like B. B is good. I'm going to put check. The least accomplished violinist did not practice as much because they became discouraged. We have no idea if that's true. There is no evidence of an association between increased solitary practice before the age of 18 and level as an expert violinist. That is not true. There's definitely evidence here, right? We can see there's differences. This one's all the way down here at 3,000. This one's all the way here at 5,000. This one's all the way up here at 7,000. So I'm taking D out. I'm going to go with B, I believe. Because this is crazy, actually, now that I think about it. It's too definitive. Will become that we have no idea. All right, cool. Final question. It's a lot of reading in these problems. Percent of Canadian population, percent of Canadian NHL players. What is this? $33.2. Wait. Shows the percentages of the Canadian population as well as the percentage of Canadian hockey players in the National Hockey League. Oh, interesting. So shows the percentages of the Canadian population. What does that mean, though? Oh, I get it. 33.2% is in these sizes bigger than this. And then 13.3% is in towns this size. Okay, got it. Which conclusion is best supported? There's evidence that players from mid-sized cities are overrepresented in the NHL. 100 to 490. Yeah. That A is probably pretty true. Players from very small communities do not have as many opportunities for elite training. That's just too much of a stretch. We don't know that. I mean, it's like possibly true because it seems that they're underrepresented, right? But that may not be why. Cities with populations larger than 500,000 are underrepresented in terms of players in the NHL because they face too much competition. We have no idea. No idea. Again, we don't know anything about the competition. So it's too far to say. Players in large cities have more opportunities for elite. That's just, no, we don't know that either. So the only thing that we can kind of say directly from that evidence is A. And that's it. Okay. These were, in my opinion, these are tough questions in the sense that you have to really read and pay attention and think about what's going on. Some people may have an easier time with them and find them very easy. I prefer the more mechanical questions. I think that when you know the operations and the procedures, you can just blaze through them. So that's a personal preference. Anyways, I hope you guys found this helpful, and I hope you do spend this summer preparing and prepping for your SAT if you're taking it in the fall. I know I'm going to be here every week, and I've got new stuff coming out. I'm implementing some new of my new math music videos into my existing SAT video course, which you can purchase down with the link below in the description. And that's it. So I hope you guys had a great week. For you, those of you who this is your last week, congratulations. And for those of you graduating, bigger congratulations. And I hope you have a great last week as we go into summer vacation. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day. Take it easy.